Okay, we're now in this computer and we are moving everything to the CoinOps. And I still haven't worked on the one source yet, but this is a CoinOps. And I just want to show you that I'm about to uh, run the CoinOpsX tool. But before I do that, I just want to go over this a little bit. I went and moved everything from the archive CoinOps X, everything over here, as you can see. I noticed that they don't have Neo Geo CD or 32X, so I went and moved the 32X over, and there's only 35. I also renamed mine where it doesn't have the open close parenthesis of USA or Europe or Japan, and just have underscore Sega CD. And so this was already pre-compiled, so only thing I did was rename the file, and that's only for the CoinOps track mode. So I went and renamed the same thing with cover, local, marquee, and put the playlist in here, and also the artwork. So all the artwork that was recently added on all those consoles, I went in and did one by one. So let's sort by date, and let's look at it one by one. So all this is the new box art that I added. This is not the box art. This is the title at the bottom of the track mode for CoinOps. So for Virtual Boy, I create a game list and also download this. So when you go to Virtual Boy, you will see a Virtual Boy's game set with this at the bottom as description. So this is more of a each game description, and those are added. Sega CD 32X is added, Game Gear is added, Nintendo's added, Intel Vision, Sega's, Genesis, Game Boy. They put all three of them together, and this is the best one I could find. Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Advance. So all those three games are in one game set. So that would be the title of it. ColecoVision and Living Book. They have Living Book where kids could watch movie and stuff like that. Oh, there's something I added too. That's for kids, but there's adult. They have another one called adult only, and that's added too. Commodore, Daffy added, and then this is for the adult. And then Neo Geo Pocket Color. Plus, they have black and white as well, and Atari Lynx, and those are the old ones. So those are the new ones that just added to 1 terabyte, and so all the playlists has been created as well. So if you sort by date, all the playlist has been added, and they added with the now the playlist that was added. It was based on the physical ROM name. Oh, this one, no, this one need to be changed. This one need to be same as the other one. This one is not correct. So it need to be, so the way I did it is I go to, for example, I go to Sega 32. This need to be the new name, not the other one. So let me go ahead and do copy and change to J drive and J, and then change the directory to Sega 32X to directory star point CUCE. You have to do it that way, otherwise it won't give you just the name. It will just give you 2 lines instead of 1 line. And then this would be called, I went and go ahead and name it the same name so I don't have to rename it again. So that would be Sega 32X text file. Now this name have to be the same as the folder, so for it to work, and same thing with the pictures and everything. So 32X, ooh, I just add that. I'm not sure did I put a 32x. We're going to check. We're going to do type, and we're going to open that one. We're going to edit, Notepad++. We're going to remove all the title. And this is what I did with all of them. And it took me good, I believe, good 7 hours just doing all this. Yep. Even though I create formula, it still take me a good long time. Maybe 6 hours, counting, eating. I'm going to do Control F, and it automatically know that this is what I'm replacing because I highlighted. And that's one thing good about Notepad++. And I'm going to replace it with nothing. And that's how it should be. Replace all. Close. Okay. Now, remember when the previous video, if you change the name here, you have to change all the artwork for track mode. So you have to change it on, you don't need to change the game. You don't need to change the game folder, but you need to change the, because the game is compiled before you change the name. Okay, you want to compile it, create a CUE first, and then rename all the CUE with Sega, because that way you won't get conflict. With the name have the same name, you won't have a conflict. You know, oh, this box art is for Sega CD. This marquee is for Sega CD because it will have Sega CD behind it. Okay, so you won't wanting to having the same name together at the same time. I mean, so we won't create a problem. All right, so we're gonna save this into the game list. We don't want to save it here because that doesn't do anything. Or we could just cut and paste. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and close that one. So when I cut and paste, it won't create a problem. And this is the wrong one. That's also incorrect. So we're going to cut this new one just created, 35 game, and we're going to put it in a game list. So we're going to go COX. Inside there will be a playlist, and that's where you're going to put your game here at. Replace. Okay, so we're going to view by date, and we're going to open it up real quick. Yep, underscore CD. Did I just messed up? Because those are not CD. Crap, those are 32X. Ah, shoot. Did I just rename all of them to Sega 32X? I think I made a boo-boo. I used the same formula, and I think I messed up. Let me double check it. Yeah, see, I messed up, but it's good. Since I messed up, I'm going to show you how I go about fixing it. So yes, I did messed up. I created one game list. I name everything to Sega CD when it's supposed to be Sega 32X. Okay, so what we're going to do is open up the Excel. I always create Excel file so easier to fix things. And I created one for CoinOps match the logo. So we're going to open that one, and the name is still there. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the name and we need to rename it to Sega. Instead of Sega CD, we need to rename it to Sega 32X. You don't want to see this again. I'm going to just... Okay, now it's correct. Say Sega 32X. This name, when you change it from here, you need to change it physically with all the artwork in for track mode only. And then also you need to change it in here as well, so that they will grab the same file. So you have to, like here, Sega 32X. You have to change this name to match. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Now, when you compile it, you don't want to change the name. You want to keep everything the way it is, compile it. Once you finish compile, create the CUE, then we name this. We name all the one you saw in the video. We name all that. Okay, all that's done. Now we are ready to run the J drive. And let's see how big this is before we start running it. And then once we finish running it, then we will compare it to see how much did the size got bigger, because it's going to create an add-on folder when you run that program. So we're going to see how big it is right now before we run it. So it's calculating how much. And we're going to go ahead and close that. All right, so we're going to see how big it is. I think it's like 300 something gigabyte, and then we're going to run the J drive. So we're going to open up the add-on X tool, which is 1.0.19. That's the program we're running. You have to choose the J drive. You have to do this every time you add something to it. So it's important that you, otherwise, okay, so it's 359 gigabyte by having 32X and a fully loaded Sega 32X plus the Sega 32X CD as well with Sega 32. So you have 215 games in here. If there's no text file, hopefully there's no text file here. Let me make sure. Oh, there is 2 text files. So it's 200. So let's delete those 2. So it's 213 games of Sega CD. Now some of them are duplicate because Sega 32 and Sega CD, they have the same game. Alright, so now it's 359 total. So let's write it down before I forget. So we're going to write it down, put it on the description so we know. So it's 359 gigabyte. And so once we finish running it, it's going to become bigger. So there's total of 82,031 files and 1,166 folder. Size on the disk 372. I don't know what means size on disk. Is that let's put it down in case I need it. Size on disk is 372 gigabyte. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and click run, build. And once it starts building, this is going to probably take a long time, maybe 2 hours. Before it normally take an hour and 30 minutes, but now it have everything. It have all the game that you could download from archive. Right now it does not have other stuff like Sega CD or Game Watch. I think Game Watch will work here as well. And it doesn't have a full-blown version of Game Gear and Sega Master. It does have Game Gear and Sega Master, but the file's not that big. It's only 168 games. Same thing with Game Gear. And same thing with Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, and Game Boy Color. It's not a full-blown version. It's all 3 together. And same thing with a PC Engine game and Turbo 16 and Turbo 16 CD and PC Engine CD. It's not a full version. And we're also missing Neo Geo CD. So by adding those up, you're looking about, I think it would fit on 512 gigabyte SD card or flash card. So if you have a 512 gigabyte, you should be good with the CoinOps for all the game. So right now, it's definite it will work on 400 gigabyte, but after compressing, probably 400 gigabyte would be still too small. Especially if we put in Sega CD, a Neo Geo CD, and the rest of the other game pack fully loaded, then this would not be enough. So 512 would be pushing to it, but it should be still be good. So I'm running a 1 terabyte. So my 1 terabyte, I definitely have enough space to play with it. But for those of you who want to save money, 512 gigabyte flash drive would be pretty good. Now, the one I bought from Amazon called the SanDisk is a metal, but that tend to overheat. So I don't recommend getting that either. That one apparently is not a good one. So just FYI. All right, we will come back in about 2 hours and see how long it take, and then we're gonna test the game out and see if by me renaming my game folder, my games, Sega 32X and Sega CD, would it still work? Because I name it the same way that they name it, so it will match. You know, the naming system. I name it the same way they did, so that hopefully that does work. You know, based on my understanding is they compile it before they rename it, and after they finish compiling the CUE, then they rename those folder. So hopefully that is correct, because if it's not correct, none of this game will work on the 32X. And we're also going to see if this will be fast enough because of the new change. All right, thank you. We're going to go to the computer after this is done. Later.
Hi, we are back here in the computer. It's asking me to upgrade the firmware, and it want me to upgrade to 5.65.0. I'm running 5.61. You could click cancel because I'm not upgrading, because last time I upgrade, I wound up cannot log back in, and keep on asking me every time I log in. So I'm gonna click B. With this one, I'm always logged in. As you can see on the top, I don't even have to log in. I'm automatic login at all times, so that's cool. So let's go ahead and zoom back out and let's check out the new version of CoinOps. Your account has been logged out. Please log in. Press. I don't have an option, so I'll just press A. It logged me out because I chose not to log in. Oh well, but I think the game still work because I didn't purchase anything from Atgame from this machine. The pinball I do. No, pinball is critical that I have to log in. Cancel. Okay, see, this thing is kind of screwy. Even though I said cancel, I didn't log in. Now it changed from 0 to 5, and it went back to log in. So yeah, this thing is kind of iffy on this this firmware. Okay, I press A. Yeah, still trying to load. Okay, now if you look at the size, I have a lot of stuff on the side. So let's zoom that in a little bit more. Okay, so when I transfer all the CoinOps console, I went and create a lot of like Atari links. What's different? Okay, that's Atari. This is Atari link, and then Commodore 64, ColecoVision, and this one, and then Game Boy Color, Advance. So there's all these games here. So let's go back home. Let me check. Let me try Sega CD real quick. I mean, Sega 32X. I want to see if any of my game by changing the name, because see, the ROM show USA, but the game list do not have USA. The game list have underscore 32X. Mortal Kombat 2 did not load. This is a 32X. Okay, low. So the naming, the way I name it is okay. It's good. The game's still low, so that's great. That's good news. This one is a 2D type of game, so I don't see an issue with this game on the 32X. And the sound, it seemed to be okay. Not perfect, but it's okay.
Round 1, fight. Wins.
So that one does play. It's a 2D game, but let's try a space area. Last time I did try it. I'll try it again and see if I see any kind of improvement, I'll let you know. So far, no. Let's see how the gameplay.
Get ready.
Oh, it took about 2 hours, 41 minutes, and 52 seconds to compile all the game that I put on this SSD card. And it did not take a lot of space. It went from I think 359 to 362 gigabyte. So you still fit on a 400 gigabyte USB or 512 USB. So I have I use a 512, it will fit, but I'm using 1 terabyte. So I got plenty of space on this. Now when I put this into the computer, it doesn't say you need to fix the drive. It doesn't say do you need to fix the drive. So save it. Pretty low. B to low. It doesn't seem to load on the 32X. I press B and I don't see anything. Let's press A again to save it. So let's press A. Let's see if we'll load this time. Press B to load. Nope. Press B. Nope. So the loading on the 32X do not work. So just letting you guys know, apparently do not load at all. So they do have glitches, even though it says it's a complete fix. So do I recommend upgrade to a 5.65? Probably not. If I have problem with 5.61, I think by moving up, it will not get better, it will get worse. Alright, so let's quit. So that game, I have problems saving. So I don't know, is it because the 32X, they didn't mention 32X on their build on CoinOps. Even though they use the same chords, the emulator. They use the same emulator chords. So this one have 35 game total, and the game still play with the glitching sound. So just FYI. All right, so let's go to Sega CD. Got the same bezel. I should press play instead of. If you press the player 1, then the game will start. If you press X or A, it's gonna go to the CD thing. Yeah, this one should play okay. Sega CD had no issue, and they included that too on the retro. But the 32X, that's the only one they didn't include it, and I think it's because it's lacking, so they didn't include it. So Sega CD does work. Display center, fit, feel. Oh yeah, I like that. So pixel perfect, and then you could change it to center, fit, and then you could do full screen. That's more like it. Playing full screen. Also, you could turn on the pixel. There you go. Okay, let's go to the let's just pick one. Which one should I pick? I have no idea. Alright, let's try the CD version. Alright, how do you start a game? Oh, I had to pick. There you go. I didn't know I had to pick. That's pretty cool. This one is a little bit different than the cartridge, but I like it. So the PC Engine CD play good, no issue. Let's go to track mode. That's what everybody's waiting for. See how this track mode. Coin up track mode. Now I'm not logged in, so can I play still? You say I'm logged out now. Alright, let's launch this. Yeah, so you don't have to log in if you want to play it from the CoinOps. So that's good news. Got different background video now. They added a different that's pretty cool. Instead of the other one, this is the new track mode video. Well, let me take that back. I did download 2 background that from the archive, and this probably came from that because last time we did. Let me turn it down so you could hear what I'm saying. Yeah, this is from the download from the archive website. the site that I show you guys where to get all this. This is the background, two background that I have download and copy into my SD card. All the arcade, all the game together, 8,464 game. That's a lot. Okay, this is a Virtual Boy. So there is 25 Virtual Boy. I guess we could try one of them, see how do we play this pinball. I can never use the flipper. I got a flipper on mine. It come with it when I purchase it, but I haven't able to use any of the home console, the left and right button. It's doing something. I wonder if the flipper will work here. Now you can hardly hear anything. Press player 1, player 1. Oh, my flipper work. Only one side. The other side I have to use the joystick. Okay, so I have to use a Z or A for my flipper playing. But how do I shoot? How do I shoot my ball? Oh, A is to shoot the ball. So X and Z are the flipper. So A and Z are the flipper. That's pretty cool. Go, 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 Johnny! My other flipper on the sides, this side flipper work. Okay, see when I press it, it work. See, it work. But this side do not. So I have to use the X, and then if you want to use there's two, and then A is to shoot the ball out. Either A. Oh, C, sorry, it's a C. I'm playing one hand trying to record this. Okay, we bring back to the normal screen side. Cool, so Virtual Boy work. Let's go to the next one. This is 25 game. This one is Vertex, and that one is 108. All right, let's get out this one. Let's go to this one. We got a lot more to cover. This one is what? It's Turbo 16. So you guys know about Turbo 16. But this one is a mix between Turbo 16 and PC Engine. So you got 243 game. So some of the game here are from PC Engine. I'm hoping that it have all 94 US Turbo game. I mean, Turbo 16 game. I change it to this one. But let's try. Yep, graphics is very pretty. One thing good about Turbo 16 is the aging is very good. When you look at it, you're like, wow, this is the old game, but the graphics look real nice and it played very well. So for TurboGrafx, and also the pixel is very clear. You don't see pixel. You know, like you have to put scan line on it. With TurboGrafx game, you don't have to do that. You don't have to be worried about it. That you need to add scan line to see the pixel. The pixel is very well joined. So that's why I say the game aging is very good in Turbo 16, TurboGrafx. TurboGrafx done. It work. Let's go to the next one. Sega Master. That's something that I did not get a chance to try, but now we're getting a chance to play it. Now I think that they like to prefer keep this so people know what they are playing, I guess. But I prefer to have the title on the top, which is kind of cool. And that's easy to do. You just copy this wheel, the log. This is called a LOG. Oh, I wish they didn't put that because that make it very clutter. See, they kept this Sega on top and make it very clutter. Okay, that's a little bit better. Oh, somebody was asking me about this kind of game. This one have it. This is a Master System. Let's try one of them. See if it works. Slow. It's kind of like remind me of Raspberry Pi 3, but a little bit slower. Raspberry Pi 4 load pretty well. Alright, it play low. That's good. Interesting. But I use a clear one. I don't really like it. Maybe I should use a solid name. The Sega Master. Alright, this is Sega 32X. So only game here is 32X. It doesn't have the CD no more. I moved all the CD to the Sega CD area. Yeah, last time we tried Knuckle, it was kind of, well, it actually played a little bit like that. When he's walking, it's kind of slow, but when he pick up the speed, it does pick up. So it's a little bit slow, but not too bad. And it was a little bit like that, but it wasn't too bad. So this is all 32X, so it doesn't have the CD loading. Actually, it seemed to load better. Yeah, it seemed to load better on a SSD card than last time when I was playing it. And this is a 32X, by the way. Now Knuckle is a little bit different than Sonic. He tend to run and then he start running fast. See? Sonic's the one that actually run the fastest. So this is 35 game that I put in because it didn't come with this one. Super Nintendo, it have how many? 797. So the same amount of game that last time when I put it on. All right, let's see. We have. Let's try Final Fight. So if you press the Z and C, it will go down alphabet order. So let's see, we go to F. Ah, I jumped too quick. Oh, this thing is... When I first pressed it, it didn't jump and I pressed too much. and now it's moving. Let me go back up. There you go, final fight finally showing up. Okay, I'm getting killed. This one is Sega SG 1000, and it is 83 game. And I seldom play this game at all, so I don't know what to tell you. Let's try this game. This game doesn't seem like it's hard. Okay. Whoa. Alright, work. But I'm getting killed. Next one. 60 game. So this one is just the name they type out. I guess they can't find the title name. This reminds me of Game Watch. Oh wow. Got it. Ah. Pretty fast-paced game. All right, next one. So that's 60 game. This one is 45. Neo Geo Pocket. We tested that last time, so I'm gonna skip this one because I got this from the website, from the archive. Nintendo. This is Unleash. Unleash license. Some of this have homebrews game. Yeah, some of this I never seen before, like this one. Okay, let's go to the next one. This is 59 game. 41 Nintendo homebrews. So they do have this already in there. I didn't have to download. So this one is the 41 homebrews game. And this one is a Nintendo hack. And this one have 39 Nintendo hack game. That's interesting. Alright, let's try some of the hack games, see if it works. Let's try Dig and Dug. What's this one? Wow, that look kind of weird. The color. See what Ghostbuster look like. Let's go ahead and play it. Oh, let's just move it around. I remember seeing that, played that before. Oh, this is some Mario, like a ninja Mario type. That's pretty cool. Alright, that's the hack game for Nintendo. Let's go next one. Now this is 31 Nintendo. What's next one? This one is the one that I created, and that's 912. So everything is in here. All the hack and the non-hack game is all here. So 912 Nintendo game. Okay, this is the Wii book.
This is the story.
I can't wait.
That was 35. Well, no, that was 14 reading books, and this one is 35. Is it 35 or 100? No, 135 game. Intel Vision. It's the Halloween, which is 136. Sega Genesis. This is 836. It said Battletoads, but doesn't have a Battletoads video. I'm curious, why is it? Oh, this is Family Adam. Why did they have a Battletoads? That's a wrong track mode. They need to fix that. Oh, that's my, I guess, Adam family, so I don't kill them. I can't kill them. I kill something else. Okay. So that's Sega Genesis. Game Gear 70. What did I say? Sega Genesis 836, yeah. And then Game Gears is 70. Alright, let's see, we could try. Try Mega Man. Cool. Okay, this one have Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, and Game Boy Color. So 3 games in one. But since there's no box art and the wheel, it's really hard to tell. Okay, you gotta go by the top. So this is the Game Boy Advance. So if I change another one, that one's still Game Boy Advance game. So this one is Game Boy. So this is a Game Boy. You could tell by the video also. And that's the Game Boy Advance. Let's try it. I just killed myself. Cool. Enough of that. So that's pretty cool. Man, I don't think I'm gonna go through all this because it's gonna take at least a couple hours going through all this. But they have a lot of cool games, so go ahead and download it and then you can play. This is also family computer. This is Daffy 16. ColecoVision. ColecoVision have some cool game. I have tried some of those. It play pretty cool. 151 ColecoVision game. And this one is Commodore 64 91 game. Atari 26. And this one have 356. Now, I think they're mixed. Some of them I think is, well, it depends which game you pick. So majority of this is Atari 26. I thought I saw a Defender. Atari had Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong Jr. How about Dig and Duck? 2600 Dig and Duck. Alright, we're not going to test that because we tested that before. Atari Lynx 67. And this is 407 Atari. I think this is the one that is mixed. Not sure anymore. Cause this is the in Sega Classic 112 100 SNK 32 Nintendo Classic. This is came from the arcade. All this is arcade now. Neo Geo Arcade 144, 98 Namco, Midway Classic 72, 101 Konami, 48 iWim Classic, Data East 88, 10 Cave Classic is 10. It's some pretty cool shooting game. And then Capcom 111. And Atari Classic 76 arcade version. And then this is a ball and paddle. So that's the same from the last video, so I'm not gonna go through this one is like 33 vector and file 4 virtual game, twin stick 38, trackball 130, sports 173, spinner 76, shooter 422, run and gun 103, racing 64, puzzle 91, platform 240, maze 142, light gun 54. Now I didn't transfer another light gun because there was some issue with it and I didn't want to take the issue, so I didn't bring the rest of the other gun. This is 165 fighting, beat 'em up 144, Daffy laser 16, and this one is 70 4-player. This is 35 3-player. CoinOps 164. Old school 161. And back to arcade, which is 1721. What's up 186. Weedy at all? I don't think so. I don't really see, maybe a little bit, but it doesn't get overheated like the USB flash drive. The head and the connection, after you unplug it, you touch it, it doesn't get overheated. So it's pretty cool. It's nice. It's more, you don't have to worry about it going bad. So that's one thing cool about it. All right, thank you for watching, and I appreciate it. And if you have any questions, go ahead and ask. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And CD and Turbo 16 CD. Make it to a full set, not just a partial. Because there are some games that I like, it's not in the Turbo CD pack. But this is some of the hack. I'll be interested to look into it. All right, thank you. Talk to you later.